Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel, Cooking with T. This is my first video and I'm so excited to share many recipes with you. I'm 24 years old and cooking is my passion and this is my world. Come on in. Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with T. Today we're going to be making a butterfly chicken with strawberry mango pico, a twice baked sweet potato mixed with spinach, and also some roasted. So now we're going to dice the onion. Make sure you keep your hands like this so you don't come up from missing a pinky and get blood everywhere, because it's not a good look. So here we go. So you want to swoop, like make sure that you keep it, it's a motion. Let the knife do all the work. All right, and there you go. So we're gonna put this in with all of the other things that we have here, and then we're gonna start with strawberry because it's a mango strawberry pico. So we cut the tops off, stand it up straight on the flat bottom, and just dice. Make sure that they're thin as well. They're so pretty. Look at the colors. There we go. Then we're gonna chop them up, dice them up the same way, okay? So make sure you don't lose any off the cutting board. And when you're cutting and you're using a nice cutting board, make sure you put a paper towel, either a wet paper towel or a towel underneath it so your cutting board doesn't move. Quick little tip. And you dice it again. It can be as small as you want it or as thick or as chunky as you want it. I like mine in the middle. So I'm gonna add it to the bowl. I'm gonna get all the scraps up later. Up next, we have the tomato. So just cut the tomato the same way. It's okay if it slips and slides around, okay? Cooking is all about having fun. And then we're gonna get the mango. And it's easier to work with cold fruit than warm fruit because it's firmer. So keep that in mind. And then we get the jalapeno. Now you can leave the seeds in, or you can take them out. You can de-seed them. It all depends on your heat preference. I like mine spicy, so I kept them all in. And then we're gonna get the lemon. You gotta squeeze the juice out. So just roll it. Make sure that it's not firm anymore. And you just squeeze it in. All the nice flavors out. I'm going to use 2 limes and 1 lemon. Because I like the lemony taste. reusable as your garbage, so you don't have to go back and forth to the trash can and rewash your hands all over again. Just make sure that your cutting board and your area that you're working with is nice and clean. There's nothing like a dirty kitchen or a dirty chef. Nobody wants to eat from a dirty chef. Alright. So we have one more line half to go. We're gonna put a little bit of salt in this and a little bit of pepper, just for the taste. However, you don't have to, because these flavors are gonna speak for themselves. And with the lemon, you just juice it in your hand so you can catch all the seeds. Alright, so I'm going to mix this up. We also almost forgot cilantro. There's no pico without cilantro. So you can either tear it up, depending on how much chunks you like, or you can roll them up in a little piece, just roll them up and then you just roughly chop it. And just put it in. Like I said, I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper in here, but not much, because I want the flavors to actually speak for themselves. So we have the salt, and we have the pepper. I pour some in my hand, just a little bit. I'm just gonna pinch it in. Just gonna pinch it in. And then we have the pepper. I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit. Like I said, just enough for some taste. That's it. And there you made strawberry mango pico. Congratulations. So now I'm gonna taste this up, see how it tastes. It's gonna taste really good on your chicken, guys. Really good. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to get the chicken. I'm going to clean the board. I'm going to get the chicken. I'll be right back. Alright. So we have the chicken. I've already butterflied and pounded 2. I have to do one more. I'm going to clean my board and my knife. You want to trim, when you get your chicken breast, you want to trim all the fat off. Make sure it's all gone. And then we're going to pat dry it with a paper towel. And then we're going to pound it thin. So this is where your aggression comes out, if you have any. Think of a ex that you don't really want to talk to. Okay, so we have the chicken. You want to hold it steady, and you just want to slice it Just let the knife do all the work. And then you open it. However often you want it. There you go. You have butterfly chicken. So we're gonna get some saran wrap. We're gonna wrap it up and then we're gonna start pounding away. Alright. Now we want it thin so it cooks evenly. That's the whole reason why we're going to pound it thin, so they cook evenly. So we're going to get our meat mallet. We're going to de-stress ourselves real quick. Make sure the saran wrap covers your chicken. If not, it's going to look really nasty. So, we just want to flatten it out and not ruin the integrity of the chicken. Quite right. So we're going to get the chicken, we're going to start seasoning it. Like I said, I already have 2 already done. We're going to get some seasonings, some cumin, some curry, a little adobo, a little adobo. My secret is adding some cinnamon onto your chicken. Don't knock it until you try it. Some paprika for color and flavor. And some salt and pepper. And that's it. You don't need to season a lot because you already have the pico that's going to go on top as well. So I'm going to start with salt. Start with salt, pepper, flip over, pepper, adobo, cumin, paprika, not smoked, just regular, some curry, and also some cinnamon. Like I said, do not knock it until you try it. And then we're just gonna pound in the seasoning. And then we're gonna do the other 2 like that. And we're gonna move on to the oven. So we're gonna get some olive oil. A little extra virgin olive oil. Make sure your oven is at your range is that since I don't have gas and mine's electric, I say I put mine at a 7 to 8. Don't make the oil too hot. Don't make the pan too hot or it's gonna burn. Just coat the bottom of your pan. And I love cooking in cast iron pans. It reminds me of my grandmother. There you go. Make sure it's up high enough. And we're gonna do this first, skin side down. Make sure you pat dry your chicken because that's how you get the brown on your chicken. There it goes. So the chicken is gonna cook. You leave it there for about, say, 4 minutes, and the the oil is popping, and you're gonna get a white ring right around there, and that's how you know when to flip it. So. And plus, your chicken will tell you when it's time for it to move. You never want to, when it can lift up without sticking to the pan, that's how you know that the chicken is ready to be flipped to the other side. So we're just going to let this do its magic real quick. I have a fork. You flip it. You smell all of those great smells. See, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It's time to flip. And when we flip it, good. So, you see I have this lemon in my hand. We're going to brighten up the flavors a little bit more. Because it's all about the flavor. It's all about the flavor. So, I'm just going to squeeze some lemon juice over it. And that's it, guys. We're just going to let it do its magic. Now, while it's cooking, like I said, we're making sweet potato. And I've already put the sweet potato in the oven, and it's been cooking for about 45 minutes because it's a rather large sweet potato. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to split it open. Scoop out the insides, and we're going to mix it with spinach, and then we're going to bake it again, just for a little bit, for like 10 minutes, because you want your spinach green. You don't want it too wilted. Because the greener it is, the better it is for you. So, it's almost done on this side. I'm going to turn down the high, down to low, so it can finish cooking on the inside, and we have a great sear. So now I'm going to take out the sweet potato. I'm going to take it out, and then we're going to go back to the cutting board, and we're going to split it open.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so the skin of my sweet potato has separated itself from the meat. It's not burnt. It's cooked completely through. So we're going to get some of this meat out of this sweet potato, and we're gonna mix it in. Get a bowl. You got a spoon. Got the good sweet potato. Just scoop it out. And then we have our spinach. And you want to wash off your spinach. Please wash your spinach off. So we're gonna get a handful of spinach, and we're just gonna rinse it in the sink real quick. We're gonna get a paper towel to pat it dry. So you want to have a good healthy meal. So you don't necessarily have to use a knife to shred your spinach, but you can if you want to. You can just tear it up. And then get the spoon and just mix it in. And we're gonna get some good flavors in this as well. We're going to get some of the same flavors that we have in the chicken, so that all marries and meshes well together. Some cinnamon. A little bit of cumin. Some salt, just a little bit. As well as some pepper. And then we mix it in as well again. And then we're just going to carefully place it back into the sweet potato. Back into the oven to cook some more, just a little bit. Put your oven to 350. And there you go. So the next component of the meal is roasted broccoli. So we have our broccoli here. I like to use the whole thing, cut it off just a little bit, and just use the whole thing because it looks prettier. So you're gonna have some of these stalks of broccoli. It all depends on how much you want to use. How much do you like your broccoli? So we have these little leaves. We're just gonna break them off. We're going to cut off the tips. There you go. And we're just going to split these in half, or however many you want to do. I did 3 to 4 on a stalk. And then lay it out. Like I said, I like the whole thing because it looks prettier to me. So, I'm going to do the same with this. all you need to roast is some olive oil, some salt, a little paprika, maybe some red pepper flakes, and put your oven on broiler. And then you'll have roasted broccoli. Just gonna put it on here real quick. There's some paprika. For some color. Pepper. Also, on my roasted garlic, also on my roasted broccoli, I like to put some cloves of garlic on there too, just to enhance the flavor of the broccoli. However, I'm not gonna put that on it today. And some salt, just a little bit. Pour some in your hand, you can sprinkle it on. Then we're going to put this in the oven, we're going to put a broiler on, and then you'll have roasted broccoli. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, the broccoli is now ready to take out. We're going to take this out real quick. That looks really good, guys. See that nice bright green color? That's what you want, because the brighter the color you want to catch your broccoli at the peak of its green color, because that's when all of the nutrition, that's when all the nutritional value is at its peak. So we're gonna plate the plate right now. We have our chicken, which is nice and juicy and moist. And then we're going to get our sweet potato. We have some chives to put on top of that. And then we're going to get our broccoli. And then I'm going to go get the strawberry pico that we made earlier. And then we're just going to place it right on top of our chicken. And then you have a great meal. It's full of color. And don't be afraid to get some of this juice on that chicken either. There you go. And there it is. A great meal for your family, for when you have guests over. Just a nice, healthy, simple meal.